All right, there it is. It has this huge loading bay. Don't know how this works. How awesome is this? You just need one of these if you drive around here. What's up everyone? Welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max and well, you're joining me on a very special POV review today because I'm on holiday in Canada, in Ontario. And well, I tried to contact Ford Canada and asked them if they had a Raptor for me available to take with me on my holiday and make a couple of videos for you guys. But they didn't, unfortunately. They didn't have anything for the period I was coming to Canada for. So I just rented one at the airport. It's a regular Ford F150, an XLT version in black. A 2018 model, so it's not the newest one because the newest one has these LED daytime running lights in the same shape, but this has just regular lights. I don't know if they come on. No. We've got an XLT, as I said, so you've got an XL, XLT, in random order this is, so Platinum, King Ranch, Lariat, stuff like that. All different versions of the F150, different levels of luxury, and of course you also have the F150 Raptor, which is, if you ask me, one of the coolest cars ever. But this is a nice car as well because it is a SuperCrew, so 4 doors, short bed, 5 foot 5 inches, 5 feet 5 inches. It's a 4x4 and it has this huge loading bay. Well, not huge because you can also get a long bed version, so that's even bigger. It also has this coating on the inside, fender liner, and well, it's just cool that if you come to Canada you drive one of these cars. I've even got my Canada on, as you can see. It's just cool. So let's take a look at the engine, because I was very happy to see and hear that we've got a V8. So, where was it? There it is. All right, there it is, all the way back there. 5-liter V8 with 395 horsepower. And 542 Newton meters of torque, which is nice. This thing actually moves, even though it weighs like 3,000 kilos. Yeah, it's a cool engine. Of course, you can also get the new V6 EcoBoost engines in this car and the new V6 diesel. So on the inside, well, it's sort of a base version, so we've got cloth seats, but the seats themselves are actually not bad because they look like they're not that much, you know, a bit thin, a bit skinny, but they are actually quite comfortable. I've done, let's see, well, over 1,500 kilometers in this over the past 9 days, and it's actually not bad at all. But that's also because it is so spacious in here. It's so wide, you've got so much space that it just makes it more comfortable. We've got a couple of cup holders here. I won't open this one because there's a lot of trash, but there's a cubby hole. And how cool is that? An extra seat, so you could seat 3 in the front and 3 in the back, so you could seat 6 in here. It's actually adjustable, and there's even more stuff down here. Don't know how this works. Maybe you could no, I guess it's just, maybe you can remove it all together. That's probably it. So that's pretty cool. And well, it's it's just so much fun. As I said, it's sort of a base version, so we don't have any navigation system in there, but it does have Bluetooth and stuff like that. Huge steering wheel as well, and a 10-speed automatic gearbox, which is an update for the F150, the 2018 model. So the early ones had a 6-speed and the later ones have a 10-speed, which is actually kind of nice. I thought it would be a bit nervous, but it's not bad at all. So right now we are at Halls Lake, which is this and this. So, which is beautiful. I mean, this is the reason why I'm here. And we're going to drive it, you know, along this road, and then we'll take Highway 35 going north for some more cool scenery. And well, it's just so beautiful out here. It's insane. Alrighty, let's go. So let's start it up. Nice V8 rumble. Love this thing too, but it's a bit, you have to get used to it. But I also love the fact that the car shakes when you start it up. Only a V8 does that. All right. So why did I choose to rent an F150? I could have gone for anything big, you know, but it was just about the fact that we don't, in Holland, we don't really get these cars. You have to import them yourself, or there are companies, of course, who do that, but Ford doesn't sell you a new one at the dealership. So that's mainly it. And because it's just cool to drive something like this in a place like this where it belongs, you just need one of these if you drive around here. It's like a Ford Focus in Europe is an F150 here. And there's also practical use, you know, people just move a lot of stuff here. They have to get their winter tires ready. I read somewhere this guy who said, well, the short bed is okay, I can fit my WRX wheels in there when I have to change them to winter tires, but I would prefer the long bed. It's just practical stuff like that. And of course, this being a 4x4, yesterday we went to Algonquin Park, which is just north of here, and there was actually like 10 centimeters of snow up there, so I needed to engage four-wheel drive with this button to get off the parking lot. So it's just also because it has really chunky tires. It's like 265 70 17-inch, but they are really high and chunky. It's just lovely. And of course, here with the petrol gasoline prices being, you know, it's like $115, it's just super cheap. I filled it up, 112 liters was $130, so that's like 87 euros, which is nothing. So in a lot of ways this car makes sense here, and in a lot of ways this car wouldn't make sense in the Netherlands. So that's mainly why I chose this car. Driving wise, well, it's actually not that bad. I was expecting it to be all over the place, to be wonky, wobbly. It has leaf springs, which you can actually see from the side, but it's actually not bad. And that's also because it has those chunky big tires. But it's just, I don't know, it's just fitting of the roads here, because they are not always that good. And when you drive it on the highway or on the interstate, you have that 10-speed gearbox, so the revs aren't that bad. It's not like high revving, so it's actually quite comfortable. And of course we can select the drive mode using this button right here. So we'll go to, you can go for tow haul, snow wet, normal, eco, skip that, or sport. And we actually have these buttons right here. You can use them to shift gears. Oh no, you can select which gears you want. That's it. Okay, so let's get that V8. Great sound. You just need a V8 in this car. I mean, that V6 EcoBoost is a way better engine, but I would feel really sad if I had gotten that at the rental place. How awesome is this? Oh man, I love this space. I love this car here. It's just, it just makes so much sense. A bad thing about Canada though is that on these highways the speed limit is actually 80 kilometers an hour, which is ridiculous, and on the interstate it's 100. So come on, Canada, should be better. Okay, let's go to normal again. We don't need sport. So this being the XLT version, I believe this is around $43,000 here, something like that. 45 maybe, 50, something like that. It's not bad, and you can upgrade it to one of those Platinum King Ranch Lariat versions that are much more luxurious with leather and push starts, all that stuff. But actually I prefer the XL and the XLT versions because they're more like workhorse trucks. And I think Saskatchewan Lake right here, beautiful. I think that workhorse character, I think that the Raptor has that in a sort of over the top way. Very goal oriented, very, you know, developed with one thing in mind. And I kind of like that better than the King Ranch versions, which are super luxurious and, you know, just get like a Cadillac Escalade or something like that. Or an Expedition if you want to stay within the Ford family. Or a Lincoln Navigator. So these beautiful roads around here, we're actually in the Haliburton Highlands, which is just south of Algonquin Provincial Park, which is the oldest provincial park in Ontario. And well, it's just, you're driving around in this postcard continuously. It's just every turn something beautiful turns up, another lake. I mean, there are like 10,000 lakes around here, which are all very beautiful. And, you know, some rocks, pine forests, and of course the famous fall colored forests, which we actually came for. A lot of it is gone now, but we did have some snow, so that kind of made up for it. But as you can see, driving it like this on this road, it's relatively quiet, apart from those tires, which are obviously so big that they do produce some tire sound, but it's actually not bad at all, which I wasn't expecting. Okay, so with this beautiful picture, I'm going to end this review. I hope you enjoyed this little special review on my holiday, and well, if you liked it, maybe we'll do it more often. So let us know. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right here. You can check out this POV review or check out this playlist. We've made a lot of them, so go check it out if you enjoyed this one. And you can also check us out on social media. Just search for AutoTopNL. Thanks guys, bye.